Aquarius.
Harmony and understanding.
There you go.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Love
Very nicely done, Rebecca.
that. Oh.
Different kind of chanting.
Well, thank you again, Patty, Leslie, Elizabeth.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you attended the solstice sun salutation, but it was fun. And
That's fun.
I'm very sore today.
Rebecca's daughter Charlotte gonged the bell, the bowl, and sometimes we heard it and sometimes we didn't.
You know what? That was funny. That was just like being in, just like you were just in the chant, man. And it was beautiful to just be standing and listening to the chanting too, right? Like I was like, okay, well, they'll stop sometime and that's great, right? Like it was like the more, the better.
We went through it. It didn't take any longer than it usually does.
No.
I kept forgetting there were 12. I was like, why am I done so fast? And because I was only doing 10 every time.
Oh.
So I'm a little short. I made up for it today.
So anyway, it's all good.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, sore shoulders today. Must have been getting sloppy towards the end there.
Oh yeah. It was funny. I felt a little nauseous afterwards. I had to sit down and just do nothing. But that's just for me too. Like I'm not doing a lot of sun salutations. So I think just with everything going on in the world and in life it was hard to just carve out, or it wasn't hard to carve out that space, but it was like, what is the word I want to say? It was a practice. It was a practice, and it wasn't meant to be beautiful physically, but it was lovely on so many other levels that was nice. So, all right, I'm going to just run and find a pen or a pencil. Hold on.
Okay, well, we'll just go we'll wait till Rebecca comes back, and if Bob's not on by then, we can just start.
Rebecca, just breathe. Everybody just breathe. When in doubt, take a breath. Let a breath go.
Do we resume on the 5th or we resume the week later?
The week after that.
The 5th?
Oh, no,
it's
we
the 5th.
resume on the 5th, I think. Is that?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Right? Is that right?
I thought
Maybe
it was,
is the week
no,
after.
I
Am
think it's the
wrong?
week after. You were taking the
'cause it's
first
2
week of
weeks, I'm
January
sorry.
off.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Harmony. Thank you for straightening that out. Yeah.
I put the wrong date in the email because I was out Christmas shopping and I was trying to send the email from my phone furiously. So, sorry.
Harmony, were you able
that.
to were you able to see what the planetary things last night, the conjunctions?
No, we had a huge snowstorm. We got like 4 feet of snow overnight. So unfortunately we couldn't see. Yeah, we're having a white Christmas, but no Christmas stars for us.
Well, that's a miracle of nature in itself.
Yeah.
All right, so should we begin? Is everyone ready? Do you know your place?
Patty, would you like me to mute myself then? Shall I just go ahead and mute?
Yeah, sure.
And everybody else?
So I'm just not sure. There's some background like television sounding noise from somewhere. I'm not quite sure where it's coming from.
You know what? It might be me. It might be my husband behind me. I'm going to move my computer, hopefully,
Maybe
to. I thought I was soundproof.
I mean, we could all stay muted until it's our turn. Although
think
Andy might want to stay unmuted the whole time.
This might do the job. Sorry, hold on.
Actually, I'd love to share with you something that I did. I don't know if Patty or Rebecca or or Elizabeth, if you noticed, or anybody who participated last night, I was clearing my throat a lot. So every time I needed to do that, I would mute myself and then I would put myself back on. So I would go back and forth. I don't know if you knew
Okay,
that.
well, Bob's coming now, so perfect timing. Here we go.
Great.
And so we'll, hello, Bob. We're going to begin.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
All right, perfect timing. And Elizabeth is going to kick it off with the invocation.
Okay. Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnan Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vigno Pashantaye Yasya Dviradavakradyaha Parishadya Parashatam Vignanignanti Satatam Vishvaksenantamashraye Jnananandamayan Devam Nirmalaspatika Kritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayakriva Mupasmahe Hundarika Sanasinam Pandura Prendusannibham Akanda Bodhajanakam Hayakriva Mupasmahe Gurupyastad Gurupyascha Namo Vakamadhimahe Vranimahe Chatat Pragyao Dampati Jagatam Pati Shri Krishna Vagi Shayatish Parabhyam Samprapta Chakrankana Bhashya Saram Shri Nutnarangendra Yatau Samarpitasvam Shri Krishna Mariam Guru Varyamide Virodhe Kartike Mase Shatatara Kritodayam Yogacharyam Krishna Mariam Guru Varyamaham Bhaje Shiryakan Krishna Maryasya Natavam Shapradipakam Kalyana Gunarupantam Shri Deshikam Namam Yaham Prashanta Purushakaram Viniyoga Pracharakam Vishesha Vaidikam Surim Tandeshikam Smaram Shri Guru Yo Namaha Harihi Om.
Okay.
Mm.
Just going to start lower. Sahana Vavatu. Sahanao Bunaktu. Sahavir Karavavahai. Tejasvi Navati Tamastu. Ma Vitpishavavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Vasansi Jirnani Yata Vihaya Navani Grinati Naruparani Tata Shiarani Vihaya Jirnani Anyani Sanyati Navani Dehi.
As after casting away worn out garments, a man later takes new ones. So after casting away worn out bodies, the embodied self encounters other new ones.
And now it's Lauren up next. Just wanted to make sure we had the order right. Thank you, Lauren.
Nainan chindanti shastrani, Nainan dahati pavakaha, Nachainam kledayantyapo, Nashoshayati marutaha.
Weapons do not pierce this. Fire does not burn this. Water does not wet this, nor does the wind cause it to wither.
Thank you. Sandra, your turn.
Om Neha Bikramano Makshosti Pratyavayo Navidyate Svalpamapya Sadharmasya Trayate Mahato Pyate.
Here, no effort is lost, nor is any loss of progress found. Even a little of this discipline protects one from great danger.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Armanye vadikaraste ma pale shukadachana ma karma palahe turbur ma te shangos twakarmani.
Your right is to action alone, never to its fruits at any time. Never should the fruits of action be your motive. Never let there be attachment to inaction in you.
Thank you. Harmony, take it away.
Yogasta kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhyana siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchate.
Fixed in yoga, perform actions, having abandoned attachment, Arjuna, and having become indifferent to success or failure. It is said that evenness of mind is yoga.
Thank you. And Bob?
Yukto dahati ha ubhete tasmad yogaya yujasva yoga.
He whose wisdom is established casts off here in the world both good and evil actions. Therefore, devote yourself to yoga. Yoga is skill in action.
Apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudramapaf pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sashanti mapnoti nakamakami.
Like the ocean, which becomes filled, that remains unmoved and stands still as the waters enter it, he whom all desires enter and who remains unmoved attains peace. Not so the man who is full of desire.
Om Namah Shivaya Cha. Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Cha. Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo Namah Shivaya Shivaya Cha Cha Shivaya Shivaya Cha. Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo Namah Shivaya Cha Cha Shivaya Namo Namah Shivaya Cha Shivaya Cha Cha Shivaya Shivaya Cha.
And now maybe we can all unmute ourselves and Om together.
How wonderful. That was Ashcharyavat Pashyati Kashchidenam Ashcharyavat Vadati Tathaiva Chanyaha Ashcharyavat Chainam Manya Shranoti Shrutvapyenam Veda Nakainam Kashchit. Anyway, I shouldn't have, so I can mess up too. But everybody was so beautiful. That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Leslie.
All
Thank
of you,
you
your
all for
chanting
teaching.
is really beautiful. And the pronunciation is coming and it's clear. So I guess this Zoom stuff we're doing is working. You're all sounding great. Did you enjoy hearing each other?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And I really enjoyed on the hearing the translation, like right after the chanting. It was very lovely. Just felt like somehow deeper. I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe just it's different when you're in it and like thinking about that. And even when we say the translation, but then to hear somebody do it and then hear the words, it was really lovely.
Yeah, it really was. Thank you for pointing that out. That was really, really well put together. Oh,
It's
God.
all Patty's idea.
Patty, thank you. It worked. Patty, you're just wonderful at organizing all this stuff, but everybody, I mean, you planned your chants, you chose your verse and you worked on them. They're just beautiful.
Say I've been mumbling my way through that student teacher chant at least 4 years now. So I just asked Patty if it was okay if I did it because I wanted to have a answer to with it. So thank you all for that. I was so happy to be part of the group and just wanted to put that out there.
Susie, thank you for doing it.
For people to do it, you know.
I think that actually kind of spurred the idea. It was you asking about that. I was like, oh, well, if Elizabeth is doing the invocation and you're doing that, maybe we could string it all together in a nice little garland.
It looks like Lola enjoyed it too.
Yes, Lola enjoyed it very much.
It really felt like, I mean, it's the musician in me, but it felt like, or the music teacher, you know, it felt like a little bit of a recital.
Yeah,
right?
it was.
Like everybody offering something different and yet it's all, you know, the part of it. I don't know. It was lovely, but that thought came into my mind when I was listening.
Wow. That's nice feedback coming from a musician. That's great. Oh, I just love it. I'm so happy because I was just thinking, you know, today, oh, is there another way we could do this? Because so you don't have to keep hearing the same voice over and over again. Well, we had in mind to chant through the whole chapter. We could do that or not, but now that you're chanting as well, we could do that or we could just move on. Or you could all repeat chanting the verses you just did. I love hearing it. I don't know, is there a mood or a desire here among us?
My only request is that at some point that we do the prayer for the earth that you sent, because I love that and I would like to do that at some point today.
Okay, good idea. And also, Rebecca, I'm glad you brought in Lord Shiva. And I think Narayana, Lord Krishna, doesn't mind.
Well, I felt like I missed so much of the Gita work that I just, when I thought about what could I offer, this is what came to me because I really like that.
And you did some of the krama and the jata. That was really nice. You got a nice rhythm going.
Do we have a copy in our notes of that chant that Rebecca just did?
We should. I can send it to you again. It wasn't included in what I had today, but we have it.
Maybe it's in the shared drive, right?
Yeah, oh, okay. Sure. Maybe we could cover it at some stage.
Sure, we can do that.
It was lovely.
You all, since you're all here, I know a while back I was making suggestions of how we proceed. You know, when we meet again in 2-3 weeks, we could stay with the Bhagavad Gita and do another chapter, or we could leave it alone, you know, for a while. And I think you all have the Sacred Chants book. If not, I'll have to send it to you. I think everybody here has this. Mm-hmm. There's something else we could do. Well, actually, there are quite a few things. Actually, I wanted to teach you or share with you Brahmanandam on page 75 of this chant book. Is there anyone here who does not have this chant book?
I don't have it.
Okay, I didn't think you did, Lauren. And I don't know, maybe you know this. It is a guru stotram. It's Brahmanandam. Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam. Have you ever heard that before?
Not sure.
Okay. I'll need to type that up for everybody. We'll save that for a time when everybody has access to it, just to make it fair to everyone. Then the Song of the Soul. And I'll have to get this booklet to you, Lauren, because if we, and then there's the Guru Stotra. God, there's so much. The Nirvana Shatkam, which is also, it's the Song of Nirvana on page 91. And it's by Shankaracharya, and it's all verses to Lord Shiva. So I think what I wanted to ask you was, would you like to shift gears and practice some chants to Lord Shiva in the new year? Or would you like to stay with the Bhagavad Gita? Or there's nothing wrong with staying with the Bhagavad Gita. That is so rich. And
I'd like to change it up a bit myself personally.
Okay, good. Thank you, Patty.
Other
Anybody else have any thoughts?
Bhagavad Gita work.
Beg your pardon?
I'm going to be doing some extracurricular Bhagavad Gita work with Bob, so.
Oh, right.
I love learning the new chants. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I would like to finish Lagunyasa. We never finished all of the verses. We got so far through it, but we never finished it.
Mhm.
Does everybody have that handout, Lagunyasa?
I can easily send the link right now.
Yeah, I think we got through the earth on that.
Is it in the chant book, this one, or?
No, it's not, but I've sent it. Here it is. I've sent it a couple of times. I have one version in front of me. It's not what I sent you, but does anyone happen to have that in?
If you look in the chat, I just put a link to the document in the Google Drive.
Thank you, Patty. Okay. And this I think is the handout where I number every of the verses. Lagunyasa is a beautiful Vedic chant to chant for either ourselves or for someone we know who is dealing with health concerns. So what we can do is each one of us find in your mind and in your heart someone you know who could use some help, or someone who is perhaps suffering from some ailment, or who's just downright sick and wants to get better, or who just, even someone who might be in hospice. This is a good chant for enhancing everybody's health, really. Do you all have it now? Okay. Notice there's a refrain, and the refrain goes like this. Hridayam mayi aham amrite amritam brahmani. Let's do that all together, twice through. I'll start with Om. Om. Hridayam mayi aham amrite amritam brahmani. Hridayam mayi aham amrite amritam brahmani. That gets chanted after every verse, at the end of every verse. Hridayam, the heart. Mayi means in me. The heart, or my heart, is in me. Aham amrite, I am in the nectar of immortality, the sweet, fragrant nectar. That nectar, amritam brahmani, that nectar is in Brahman. My heart in me, I am in the nectar of immortality, and that very nectar is in Brahman, the eternal source. So then we begin with the first verse that deals with fire relating to the voice here. I do find it interesting in Vedic chanting where the elements have a relationship to some aspect, perhaps of our indriyas or our organs of action or speech or whatnot. And it can vary, but here fire is related to speech. Om Agnir me vachi shritaha Vagridaye Hridayam mayi aham amrite amritam brahmani. Let's do that again. Om Agnir me vachi shritaha Vagridaye Hridayam mayi aham amrite amritam brahmani. So here, the fire in me, vachi, the voice or the speech, shritaha. I always have problem translating shritaha. Bob and Elizabeth, if you can remind us, if you have anything to add here, that would be helpful. Otherwise, just know that, so that the point is there's the fire somehow enhancing our speech and our voice. And the voice, the speech, is in my heart. So the fire lights the voice in my heart, the heart in me. I am in the nectar, that nectar is in Brahman. So that element is relating to that organ of action, or that organ, the speech. Moving on, next we have Vayu, which is the wind, relating to Prana, the breath. So it will translate as the wind, strengthening my breath, let's say, nourishes my breath. That breath is in my heart. My heart is in me. I am in the nectar of immortality. That nectar is in Brahman. Om Vayur me prane shritaha Prano hridaye hridayam mayi aham amrite amritam Brahmani. After that, we get the sun, Surya. Suryo me chakshushi. So we see, we have sight, because when the sun shines light, we can see. So the sun enhances my sight, or enables my sight to be there, or it enables my sight. The sight is in my heart, etc., etc. Here we go. Om Suryome. Suryome chakshushi shritaha. Chakshur hridaye. Hridayamayi. Aham amrite. Amritam Brahmani. Then we have Chandra, which is the moon. And the moon relating to our minds. Interesting, our mind, our mental state. When we are moody, or when we are loony, la lune in French, la lune. We are loony. Our mentality is sometimes affected by the moon. So the moon in me affects my mind. That mind is in the heart, etc. Om Chandrama me manasi shritaha. Mano hridaye. Hridayamayi. Aham amrite. Amritam Brahmani. Before we continue, let's go back to the beginning and see what happens if we chant through everything, starting with Agnir. So we've got the fire with the voice, we've got the wind with our breath, we have the sun with our sight, we have the moon with our mind. Here we go. Om Agnir me vachi shritaha. Vaghridaye. Hridayamayi. Aham amrite. Amritam Brahmani. Vayurme prane shritaha. Prano hridaye. Hridayamayi. Aham amrite. Amritam Brahmani. Suryo me chakshushi shritaha. Chakshur hridaye. Hridayamayi. Aham amrite. Amritam Brahmani. Chandrama me manasi shritaha. Mano hridaye. Hridayamayi. Aham amrite. Amritam Brahmani. Dishaha has to do with direction. And so the directions, north, south, east, west, or front, back, sideways, up, down. Shrotre, shrotram is hearing, the ears, shrotram. So we can determine direction from our hearing. or the direction of a sound. We can tell from hearing something where it's coming from. I think that's the idea there. But before we go further, experience from my own learning, and I think Elizabeth will agree with me, experience tells me this chant is very not so easy to master. I'd like to hear each one of you do a verse and see where we are with this. And just remember, there's no wrong. There's only listening, there's repeating, and there's refining. And we have the rest of our lives to refine. So there's nothing wrong. There's just maybe a need to refine. Or maybe it'll be perfect. Who knows? So who would like to start with Agnir May? Patty, why don't you start since you asked for this chant?
I'm happy to do. I feel like I know the first four pretty well. Like I have them in my head. It's when you get a little later on that it gets dicey.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it does.
Fine. Or maybe you'll tell me I'm horrible, Leslie. I don't know.
I hope not. No, I don't think I'll ever do that. If I ever tell you that, you find another teacher right away.
Okay. All right. Agnir me bachi.
I'm going to interrupt you.
I know I did it wrong,
no,
right?
no,
Because
you're
I
fine.
wasn't supposed
Just
to go
start
up.
with Om, because for everyone, I want to remind you that when we're chanting, we begin Om for spiritual reasons and to quiet the mind and all that. But Om also gives us the middle pitch. It gives us the pitch in the middle. And then when you see the letter A, ug, and it's got that horizontal line underneath, that means you're going to have to go down. But if we don't have something to guide us in the beginning, where's the low note? Om will tell you that. So Om is your middle note, and then you'll go down to ug from there. So start with Om.
Om Agnir me vachi shritaha vag hritaye hritayam mai aham amrite amritam brahmani.
That was beautiful. Nothing wrong with that at all. So who would like to try Vayurme? Any takers?
Rebecca wants to do it.
Okay, Rebecca.
And again, I'll say full disclosure that I have worked on this before. So it's not my first time seeing it.
Right. Yeah, it's a little unfair.
Om Vayurme Prane Shritaha Prano Hridaye Hridayam Mai Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani.
Thank you. That was also beautiful. Now, who feels called upon to invoke the sun? Surya.
I can try.
Okay.
Okay.
Good, Harmony. We have harmony. Harmony and understanding.
Hopefully.
You are our age of Aquarius. Yay.
My son's an Aquarius, so he's really the future. Surya. Oh, wait. Om Surya me chakshushi shritaha chakshur hridaye. Sorry. Chakshur hridaye. Hridayam mai.
Excuse me, since you corrected yourself, we're going to go back to that line, chakshur.
Okay.
So read it carefully. So chak is in the middle, but then shur goes down. So chakshur hridaye. Try that.
Chakshur hridaye hridayam mai Amra aham amrate amritam brahmani. I couldn't get it quite up there.
Yeah. You know, I so enjoy hearing your voice and the other voices that came before, and all of them. And what I heard in the Bhagavad Gita was that everybody has you all have your own unique beauty. And Vyas Houston would say to us, find the beauty of your voice. And that can be found through the pronunciation and then eventually through the pitch. But it's the pronunciation too. So you're doing a beautiful job. Bob, I see your face on the screen. Would you like to do the next one? Or are you leaving us?
No, no, that's fine. Yes, I will take Chandra.
Okay.
Om Chandra me manasi shritaha mano hridaye. Do that again. Mano hridaye. Sorry, can you correct me on that one?
Yeah, since you corrected yourself. So I'm going to start at the beginning. It's interesting. You seem to go high when it's a low note indicated, and you go low when it's a high note indicated. And you're so consistent. It's as though you're harmonizing with it.
Well, that's how I learned it from Jayashri. So I have a couple of different versions in my head. So it's all confused.
Oh, yeah. And it's very, very difficult to unlearn. Very difficult. So just go slowly. So what we have here, the way we've learned it is Om Chandrama me manasi shritaha, and then Mano hridaye. But I give to you, Bob, it is harder than anything to unlearn something, isn't it?
It is. Mano hridaye.
Yes. So now do the do the whole thing starting with Chandrama.
Om Chandrama me manasi shritaha mano hridaye.
Bravo. And then refrain. Sorry. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Hridayam mayi aham amritam brahmani.
Beautiful. Thank you. That was beautiful. That seems to be the same. Let's go back to the beginning. And would someone else, perhaps Elizabeth or Susie or whoever else, or Patricia, no, not Patricia, who else is here? Lisa, Andy, Lauren, any of you, we'll start from the beginning. So who would like to do Agnir Me? We'll do the fire with the voice.
So
Sandra?
I honestly don't even know where to begin, but could we do like a chant, like a call and response on one line so I can sing it, but not, I don't even know where to begin to start to get the melody. So
okay, my apologies. That's okay. Good. And we can all benefit from that. So I will start at the very beginning.
Just one line. That would
okay.
be good.
Om Agnir me vachishritaha.
Agnir me vachishritaha.
Good. Now just the long vowels versus the short vowels. Everyone listen again. Om Agnir me vachishritaha. So it's vachishritaha. Do that again.
Agnir me vachishritaha.
Yes, just go down on the Shritaha. That was good. That was strong and clear. Good. Vagridaye.
Vagdrih. Okay, Vag Vidaye.
So when we learn the chanting and we're reading, we have to get used to the written, what we're seeing. And we're just seeing a couple of G's followed by an H, and our minds are going, what on earth? So all that is representing is the double G. Vagridaye. And Sonia would always tell us, when you have a double consonant, it's the same consonant repeated. What we do is we land on it and then we take off from it. So it's vagr, vagr, vagridaye, vagridaye. Try that for us.
Vagridaye.
Yes. And now don't open your mouth. Don't open the throat aperture at all. Just vagridaye. Did you hear how I was closed? Do that.
Vagridaye.
That's the idea. And then you just have to breathe it out. You just let it, catapult out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Would anyone else like to do Agnir May, or do you want to work with Vayu, the wind? Sandra, would you like to do one?
You're muted.
Sandra, you look lovely and I see your mouth, but I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Okay, now it's muted.
No, you muted it again.
It keeps muting me. It doesn't like me.
It's just playing tricks on you.
Agnir me.
Okay, start with Om.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes. So start with Om. Whatever verse you do, start with Om.
Om. Om. Vayur me prane shritaha. Prano hridaye. Hridaya mai. Aham amrite. Amritam Brahmani. I've got that part. I haven't got the other part.
You've got that part because we repeat that more. So you repeat after me, just the way Susie did with the other one. We're going to start with Vayur Me. So I'll chant it once and then you repeat it.
Okay.
Everybody else can repeat it muted if you like.
Okay.
But you stay unmuted. Om Vayur Me Prane Shritaha. So now your turn, Sandra.
Om Vayur Me Prane Shritaha.
Perfect. That was beautiful.
Prano Hridaye.
Keep going. That was beautiful.
Hridaya mai. Aham amrite. Amritam Brahmani.
You got it that time. Wonderful. Lisa, would you like to do one? Sandra, that was great.
I'll do the next one.
Okay.
Om Suryo Me
Suryo Me
Shritaha Shaksur Hridaye Hridayam Mai Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani.
Your voice is so beautiful. So now you do the same thing with me. That was great. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? So I'll just take one line at a time and you just repeat after me, and everybody else stay muted, but you can also do. So here we go. I'll start. Om Suryo me chakshushi shritaha. Now you, Lisa.
Om Shuryo me Shakshusi Shritahe.
Good, so close. We're going to do that again because I want you to be able to enforce the refinement. Om Suryo me chakshushi shritaha. Now you.
Om Suryo me Shakshushi Shritaha.
Chakshushi shritaha. Try that.
Shakshushi Shritaha.
Good, excellent. Then Chakshur Hridaye.
Chakshur Hridaye.
So listen to the pitches here. Chakshur Hridaye. Chakshur Hridaye. Now you.
Chakshur Hridaye.
One more time, listen. Chakshur Hridaye.
Chakshur Hridaye.
Your voice does not want to go down on shur. So let's break that down. Chakshur, chakshur.
Chakshur.
Yes. Now the cha is sharp in the very beginning. You had the melody. That was perfect. Chakshur. One more time.
Chakshur.
Hridaye.
Hridaye.
Good. Chakshur Hridaye.
Chakshur Hridaye.
Oh, so much better. Yes. Now do the refrain for me, starting with Hridayam.
Hridayam Mai Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani.
Okay, so much better. Hridayam. Okay, good. That was better. Beautiful. I love hearing your voice.
Thank you. Thanks, Leslie.
Sounds like you prefer an upper register, so I'll try to keep that in mind. Would anyone like to chant the Chandrama, invoking the powers of the moon to keep our mentality stable?
I can try.
Okay, good. Okay, Laura. So repeat after me. Om Chandrama me manasi shritaha. Om Chandrama me manasi shritaha. So close. That's beautiful. But listen again. And as you read along, note when the notes go, take note of when the notes go down. Om Chandrama me manasi Shritaha. Do one more time.
Om Chandrama Me Manasi Shritaha.
Perfect. Bravo. Mano Hridaye.
Mano Hridaye.
So many of us go up when it's so interesting. Mano Hridaye.
Mano Hridaye.
Om Mano Hridaye.
Mano Hridaye.
Mano.
Mano. Mano Hridaye.
That's it. That's it. One more time.
Mano Hridaye.
Yes, you corrected yourself. You got good. Now do the refrain.
Hridayam Mai Mai Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani.
So close. It is so beautiful. You also have such a beautiful voice. Hridayam Mayi Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani. One more time, please, Lauren.
Hridayam Mai Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani.
Everyone. Amritam Brahm. Just that much. Amritam Brahm. Amritam Brahmani.
Hani.
Wow. I'll never forget this chant. Not that I have it memorized, but I'll never forget the learning process because we were in our Vedic chant training and it was the first chant that I learned that I had never heard of before. And we would meet every day for 10 days and we would do it. And then we'd take a break for 6 months and we came back to it and we would do it some more. And it was not easy to learn, but once we got it. So I just want to tell you that because it's tricky and it's not easy and you're all doing really well, really, really well. Would anyone else like to do this before we move on to the earth chant? Andy, would you like to do any of it? All of it? Why don't you treat us to all of it?
No, I'll pass. I have a bad cold today.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, may that cold not manifest any worse than what it is. Drink lots of fluids. Is there anyone else that we left out? Elizabeth, you chant everything. Let's all mute ourselves and Elizabeth gets to chant through the whole thing because she went through the same training I did.
Yes, and this was the first chant I ever learned of the Vedic chant. So yes, it took a while. Om Agnirme Vachi Shritaha Vakrutaye Hridayam Mayi Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani Vayorme Prane Shritaha Prano Hridaye Hridayam Mayi aham amrite amritam brahmani suryo me chakshushi shritaha chakshur hridaye hridayam mayi aham amrite amritam brahmani chandrama me manasi shritaha mano hridaye hridayam mayi aham amrite amritam brahmani.
That's how it's done. Thank you, Elizabeth. That was wonderful. So everyone got a chance to do this, and Andy got a chance to absorb, I hope. So I hope you absorbed it. So I think, well, we will continue with this one. But let's go to Prithvi Shantam, because it's getting late. I don't know if I have it. Oh, I had it, but now I don't know where it is. So that's one of the, let's see, do I have it? Ah, okay. Yeah, prayer for the earth. So what a nice solstice thing to think about. Solstice. Solstice. I'm reminded of the fact that our earth has a relationship to all those planets, seen and unseen. It has a relationship to our own sun, probably has a gravitational relationship to other suns. So, but the earth is what we know the best.
Is this in today's email?
Yes, I hope so. It came out today. It's in the, I can't remember the name of
I'll send the
file.
link too. I think the title was different, Leslie.
Yeah, maybe, did I send the wrong file?
No. It's just the title of the file is not like prayer for the earth.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah. Shanti Pata, or how did we title that file? How I titled it.
This chant virtual session.
Oh, okay. Well, no wonder.
Okay, I'm going to send the link.
All right, we'll have to rename all of these files. My goodness, all these projects. So prayer.
For the interns.
Does everybody have prayer for the earth?
Okay, the link is there.
Okay, thank you, Patty. Okay. It sounds like this. Om Prithvi Shanta Sagnina Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu Antarikshagung Shantantad Dvayuna Shantam Tanme Shantagung Shuchagung Shamayatu Dyao Shanta Sadityena Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu. We'll do each physical line, call and response, or you can just chant it with me, but we're going to repeat each line. Om Prithvi Shanta Sagnina Shanta Prithvi Shanta Sagnina Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu Antarikshagung Shantan Tadvayuna Shantam Antarikshagung Shantan Tadvayuna Shantam Tanme Shantagung Shuchagung Shamayatu Tanme Shantagung Shuchagung Shamayatu Dyao Shanta Sadityena Shanta Dyao Shanta Sadityena Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu. Do you have any questions or requests before we chant the whole thing twice through? Is it working for you to just chant along with me? So we'll chant. I'll try to keep this same pace for the first time through, and then I'll pick up the pace the second time through. And we'll see what happens. Om Prithvi Shanta Sagnina Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu Antarikshagung Shantan Tadvayuna Shantan Tanme Shantagung Shuchagung Shamayatu Dyao Shanta Sadityena Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu Om Prithvi Shanta Sagnina Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu Antarikshagung Shantan Tadvayuna Shantan Tanme Shantagung Shuchagung Shamayatu Dyao Shanta Sadityena Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagung Shamayatu. Peace the earth, peace the fire. May I be purified with that peace. Peace the in-between realm, the atmosphere. Peace the wind and air. May I be purified with that peace. Peace the heavens and sky. Peace the sun. May I be purified with that peace. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Let's all silently chant Om once together, but just inside ourselves. Namaste. Thank you so much. Happy Christmas. Happy solstice. I hope you had a happy Hanukkah. Oh, see you.
Thank you so much, Leslie.
Oh, thank you. Let's see.
And Patty.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
Leslie and
everyone.
Patty.
Holiday.
Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Happy
Safe,
New Year.
festive.
Leslie. Thank you, Patty.
Bye.
See you next year.
Yeah, take
Yes.
care, everyone.
Enjoy
Bye.
the warmth. Enjoy the warmth. We'll send you a mental snowball, Lisa.
Yeah, you do that, and I'll send you some warmth and heat.
Nice.
Right back. Thanks,
Okay.
everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Are you going to miss us, Leslie, or what?
Yes.